Hey guys, welcome back again to another exciting video. Here in today's video, we will share you the life story of Dr. Bhupen Hazarika. Therefore, before we get started with this, if you are new to this channel and like the content what we post, then go down and hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon so that you'll not miss any interesting videos like this one when we upload them. Let's get started. Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, born on 8 September 1926, was an Indian playback singer, lyricist, musician, poet, and filmmaker from Assam, widely known as Sudhakanta, meaning cuckoo, literally nectar-throated. His songs, written and sung mainly in the Assamese language by himself, are marked by humanity and universal brotherhood and have been translated and sung in many languages, most notably in Bengali and Hindi. His songs based on the themes of communal amity, universal justice, and empathy are especially popular among the people of Assam, West Bengal, and Bangladesh. He is also acknowledged to have introduced the culture and folk music of Assam and Northeast India to Hindi cinema at the national level. He received the National Film Award for Best Music Direction in 1975 and the Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 1987, Padma Shri in 1977 and Padma Bhushan in 2001. Dada Saheb Phalke Award in 1992. The highest award for cinema in India and Sangeet Natak Academy Fellowship in 2008, the highest award for the Sangeet Natak Academy. He was posthumously awarded both the Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award in 2012, and the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award in 2019. Dr. Hazarika also held the position of the chairman of the Sangeet Natak Academy from December 1998 to December 2003. Now let's see his childhood life. Dr. Hazarika was made famous as a musician was born on 8 September 1926 to Nilakanta and Shanti Priya Hazarika in Sadia, Assam. His father was originally from Nazira, a town located in Shivsagar district. The eldest of the 10 children, Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, was exposed to the musical influence of his mother, who exposed him to the lullabies and traditional music of Assam. His father moved to the Bharamukh region of Guwahati in 1929 in search of better prospects, where Dr. Bhupen Hazarika spent his early childhood. In 1932, his father further moved to Dhubri and in 1935 to Tejpur. It was in Tejpur that Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, then 10 years of age, was discovered by Jyoti Prasad Agarwala, the noted Assamese lyricist, playwright, and the first Assamese filmmaker, and Vishnu Prasad Prabha, renowned Assamese artist and revolutionary poet, where he sang a Borgit, which is a traditional classical Assamese devotional songs written by Srimanta Sankar Deva, Sri Madhav Deva, taught by his mother at a public function. In 1936, Dr. Bhupen Hazarika accompanied them to Kolkata, where he recorded his first song at the Aurora studio for the Salona Company. His association with the icons of Assamese culture at Tejpur was the beginning of his artistic growth and credentials. Subsequently, Dr. Hazarika sang 2 songs in Agarwala's film Indramalati in 1939, Kakhote Kolosi Loi and Biswo Bijoyi Naujawan, at the age of 12. He wrote his first song, Ogni Jugor Firangoti Moi, at the age of 13, and he was well on his way to becoming a lyricist, composer, and singer. Dr. Hazarika studied at Sonaram High School at Guwahati, Dhubri Government High School, and matriculated from Tejpur High School in 1940. He completed his intermediate arts from Cotton College in 1942 and his BA in 1944 and MA in 1946 in political science from Banaras Hindu University. For a brief period, he worked at All India Radio, Guwahati, when he won a scholarship from Columbia University and set sail for New York in 1949. There, he earned a PhD in 1952 on his thesis proposals for preparing India's basic education to use audio-visual technique in adult education. In New York, Dr. Bhupen Hazarika befriended Paul Robeson, a prominent civil rights activist who influenced him in his song Bistirno Parore, which based on imagery and theme of Robeson's Old Man River. This song is translated in various Indian languages including Bengali and Hindi and sung by the artist himself and is still popular. Being inspired from some other foreign ones, he also composed several other songs in Indian languages. He was exposed to the spiritual and the multilingual version of We Are in the Same Boat Brother became a regular feature in his stage performance. At Columbia University, he met Priyamvada Patel, whom he married in 1950. Tej Harika, their only child, was born in 1952 and he returned to India in 1953. Dr. Hazarika began close association with the leftist Indian People's Theatre Association soon after returning from US in 1953 and became the secretary of the reception committee of the Third All Assam Conference of IPTA held in Guwahati in 1955. As we learned just now that after completing his MA, Dr. Hazarika briefly worked at All India radio station at Guwahati just before embarking for his doctoral studies at Columbia University. His thesis, Demystifying Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, Envisioning Education for India, edited by Tej Hazarika and published by Cool Groove Press, will be available in the US in days. Soon after completing his education, he became a teacher at the Guwahati University. But after a few years, he left the job and went to Kolkata where he established himself as a successful music director and singer. During that period, Dr. Hazarika made several award-winning Assamese films such as Shakuntala, Pratidhwani, etc. and composed evergreen music for many Assamese films. He was also considered as a new trend setter for Bengali music. The famous musical genre of West Bengal, the Jivanmukhi Geet, started by Kabir Suman in 1990s, is thought to be influenced by Dr. Hazarika. Bhupen Hazarika composed music for films from Bangladesh too, which got international acclaim. He was elected the president of the Assam Sahitya Sabha in 1993. In 1967, Dr. Hazarika got elected as a member of Assam Assembly from Naboicha constituency. From early in his life, he was at the forefront of a social battle against the entrenched forces of casteism that sneered at a member of the Koibarta community, making it as a musician of note and kept him away from the upper caste Brahmin woman he loved. Eventually, when the spirited Hazarika did marry, it was to a Brahmin woman, his revenge of sorts against a caste-ridden society. He was introduced to Kalpana Lajmi in the early 1980s by his childhood friend and India's top tea planter Hemendra Prasad Baruha in Kolkata. Her first feature film Ek Pal with music score by Dr. Hazarika was produced by Baruha. Subsequently, Lajmi began assisting him professionally and personally till the end of his life. In the period after his release of Ek Pal in 1986 until his death, Dr. Bhupen Hazarika mainly concentrated on Hindi films, most of which were directed by Kalpana Lajmi. Ek Pal in 1986, Rudali in 1993 and Daman, a victim of marital violence in 2001 are major films in this period. Many of his earliest songs were rewritten in Hindi and used as a playback songs in these films. These songs tried to cater to the Hindi film milieu, and their social activist lyrics were pro-Britain into the lowest common denominator. He served as an independent MLA during 1967 to 1972 in the Assam Legislative Assembly from Navboicha constituency. He contested as a Bharatiya Janata Party candidate in the 2004 Lok Sabha elections from the Guwahati constituency. Persuaded by Chandan Mitra via Kalpana Lajmi, which he lost to the Indian National Congress candidate Kirip Chaliha, Dr. Hazarika was hospitalized in the Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital and Medical Research Institute in Mumbai in 2011. He was admitted to the intensive care unit on 30th June 2011. He died of a multi-organ failure on 5th November 2011. His body lay in a state of Judges Field in Guwahati and cremated on 9th November 2011 near the Brahmaputra river in a plot of land donated by Guwahati University. His funeral was attended by estimated 500,000 people. As we know, legends never die. His legacy and influences were like this. Dr. Bhupen Hazarika met the Prime Minister Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee in New Delhi on 27 February 2004. As a singer, Dr. Hazarika was known for his baritone voice. As a lyricist, he was known for poetic composition and parables which touched on themes ranging from romance to social and political commentary, and as a composer for his use of folk music. In a poll conducted in Bangladesh, his song Manush Manusher Jonno, Humans Are for Humanity, was chosen to be the second most favorite number after the national anthem of Bangladesh. Some of his most famous compositions were adaptations of American black spiritual that he had learned from Paul Robeson, whom he had befriended during his years in New York City in the early 1950s. His famous song Bistirno Parore is heavily influenced by Old Man River, sung by Paul Robeson. During his lifetime, a full-length documented featured biopic film on his life titled Moi Eti Jajabor, I Am a Wanderer, jointly directed by late Vaiskurni Bora and Arnob Jandeka, was launched in 1986 at his Nizarapar residence in Guwahati city. Music for this biopic film has been scored by 5-time International Best Music Awards winner only Assamese musician, songwriter, composer and singer Jim Onkandeka, who also worked as chief assistant director for this film. During the next 2 decades, the joint directors led Bora and Decca shot him live for the film during his various public performances all over India, as well as many private moments in his domestic and social life. Arnab Jandeka also extensively interviewed him regarding his life and its creative aspects for the film, which had been recorded during their joint travel to different metropolises and remote corners of Assam and rest of India. The film has been under production since 1986 with film negative footage of more than 16 hours currently preserved in different film laboratories in Bombay, Mumbai, Calcutta, Kolkata and Madras, Chennai. The film was targeted for public release during the lifetime of Dr. Bhupen Hazarika in 2008, but the production was halted after sudden demise of one of the co-directors, Vaiskurni Bora, in November 2008. Eventually, after the death of Dr. Hazarika, the film's subject, the surviving co-director Arnab Jandeka, is currently carrying out necessary works to finish the film at the earliest and release for public consumption in several languages including English, Assamese, Bengali and Hindi, with support from late Vaiskurni Bora's widowed wife Nazma Begum and Dr. Hazarika's bereaved family members including his wife Priyam Hazarika and Tej Hazarika. Meanwhile, two books describing the unforgettable experiences of the making of this milestone biopic film had been authored by its co-director Arnab Jandeka, titled Onno Ek Jajabor and More Sinaki Bhupenda, first of which had been officially released in February 1993 by late G.P. Sippy and then President of Film Federations of India and producer of world record holder Hindi film Sholay at a public function organized by Dr. Bhupen Hazarika himself. Well, that was the complete life history of Dr. Bhupen Hazarika. We hope you have understood today's concept here. If you have any queries, then feel free to contact us. You will find the contact details down in the description. If you have liked today's video, then don't forget to drop a like to it and share it with your family and friends for their favorite musician, Dr. Bhupen Hazarika. You should go and hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon down below so that you'll not miss any important or interesting videos like this one when we upload them. You can follow us over Facebook and Instagram for more updates. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, you can watch the rest of the videos which are going to appear right now here on the screen. Enjoy it.